Welcome back. Today we're diving into the world of natural gas, the invisible fuel powering homes, industries, and entire economies. It's a quiet giant, cleaner than coal but still a fossil fuel, and the countries controlling the biggest reserves wield enormous influence. We'll break down the top players, why their reserves matter, and how they're shaping the global energy game. Let's jump in. Number 1 is Russia, the undisputed titan of natural gas, a country whose vast frozen landscapes conceal unimaginable energy wealth beneath the surface. Russia holds nearly a quarter of the world's natural gas reserves, most of it buried deep beneath the remote, icy expanses of Siberia, where extreme conditions make extraction a feat of engineering. Legendary fields like Yamburg and Urengoy have powered homes and industries across Europe for decades, cementing Russia's role as a dominant, and sometimes controversial supplier on the global stage. At the heart of this empire is Gazprom, the state-owned giant that not only controls production and exports, but also wields enormous influence over global energy prices with decisions that ripple across continents and impact millions. But the game is shifting. As Europe scrambles to diversify its energy sources and reduce dependence, Russia is pivoting eastward, investing billions in new pipelines to supply energy-hungry China and other Asian markets. This strategic eastward move is not just about business. It's actively reshaping global energy flows, forging new alliances, and redrawing the map of international influence. Russia's immense reserves guarantee its dominance for now, but its future influence will depend on how skillfully it adapts to this rapidly changing landscape and the shifting demands of the global market. The world is watching closely as Russia rewires its energy strategy, with every move scrutinized by analysts, governments, and competitors alike. The big question remains, will Russia continue to be the kingmaker in global energy, or will new partnerships and shifting alliances redefine the balance of power? One thing's certain, Russia's natural gas will keep shaping geopolitics, economies, and international relations for years, if not decades to come. The direction Russia takes next isn't just a national story, it's a global one, and it's the story to watch. Second is Iran, home to the colossal South Pars field, the world's largest. With immense reserves, Iran could be a global gas powerhouse, but sanctions and limited investment have kept much of its potential locked away. Most of its gas is used domestically, and its export infrastructure lags far behind its neighbors. If sanctions ease and investment flows in, Iran could triple output and shake up global markets. For now, it's a paradox. Vast resources, but limited global reach. The world wonders, what if Iran fully enters the game? Its ambitions are clear, but the path forward is uncertain. Iran's future as a gas giant hinges on geopolitics and investment. The potential is massive. The world is waiting. Will Iran awaken and claim its place among the energy elite? Third on our list is Qatar, the undisputed king of LNG, or liquefied natural gas. This small Gulf nation has risen to global prominence not just because of its vast reserves, but because of its strategic vision and relentless drive to lead the energy sector. With the North Field as its crown jewel, Qatar has mastered the complex technology behind liquefied natural gas, transforming its natural resources into a powerful tool for global influence and economic growth. Massive, long-term investments in state-of-the-art LNG infrastructure have made Qatar a reliable and indispensable supplier to both Asia and Europe, especially during times of energy uncertainty. Its gigantic, cutting-edge LNG carriers are a common sight on the world's oceans, delivering clean energy to distant shores and fueling economies across continents. Now, Qatar is doubling down, expanding production even further with ambitious projects aiming to cement its dominance as global demand for cleaner fuels continues to rise. It's a masterclass in turning geology into global power, showing how natural resources, when managed wisely, can shape the destiny of a nation. Qatar's vision, advanced technology, and deep financial resources have made it a central and respected player in the international energy network, influencing markets and policies worldwide. As the world shifts to cleaner energy sources, Qatar's forward-thinking LNG strategy keeps it ahead of the curve, even exploring ways to integrate renewables with its gas operations. In the end, it's not just about having massive reserves, it's about flawless execution, innovation, and the ability to adapt to a changing world. Qatar proves that even small countries with the right strategy and ambition can have a truly gigantic impact on the global stage. At number 4 is Saudi Arabia, famous for oil, but now a gas heavyweight too. Historically, gas was a byproduct, used mainly at home, but that's changing fast. Under Vision 2030, Saudi Arabia is shifting to gas for power, freeing up more oil for export and cutting emissions. The kingdom is exploring massive unconventional gas fields like Jafurah, aiming to become a major LNG exporter. This pivot is about profit, energy security, and a cleaner future. Saudi Arabia is positioning itself as both an oil and gas giant. The world's biggest oil exporter is now eyeing a top spot in gas. It's a bold move that could reshape the global energy landscape. Watch this space. Saudi gas is on the rise. Number 5 on our list is the United States, whose remarkable shale revolution completely rewrote the global energy playbook and transformed the nation's role in the energy world. Not so long ago, the US was widely expected to become a major importer of natural gas, relying on shipments from overseas to meet its growing energy needs. But then, a game-changing combination of hydraulic fracturing, known as fracking, and horizontal drilling arrived on the scene, unlocking vast, previously inaccessible shale gas reserves in regions like the Marcellus in Pennsylvania and the Permian Basin in Texas and New Mexico. Practically overnight, the US surged to become the world's top natural gas producer, driving down domestic and global prices, and fueling a massive shift away from coal toward cleaner-burning natural gas for electricity generation. The resulting surplus of gas sparked a boom in liquefied natural gas, or LNG, exports, with new export terminals springing up along the Gulf Coast, shipping American energy to markets around the world. This technological leap didn't just change the US economy, it gave the country new geopolitical clout, offering allies in Europe and beyond crucial alternatives to Russian gas, and strengthening international partnerships. Today, the US continues to expand both its production and export capacity, shaping global energy markets and influencing prices worldwide. The shale boom stands as a powerful lesson in how innovation and technology can upend the status quo and redefine what's possible. America's natural gas story is still being written, with new chapters unfolding every year. Its influence on the world stage is only growing, as more countries turn to US gas for their energy security. The world is watching closely as the next chapter of the shale revolution unfolds. 6th is Turkmenistan, a Central Asian nation defined by its massive Galkanish field, the world's second largest. Landlocked, Turkmenistan relies on pipelines, with China as its main customer via the Central Asia-China gas pipeline. This relationship brings wealth but also dependence, as most export revenue flows from Beijing. Diversifying export routes has proven difficult, with projects like the TAPI pipeline facing hurdles. Turkmenistan's fortunes are tied to pipeline politics and its partnership with China. Its reserves are vast, but its market is narrow. The challenge: maintain the flow and find new buyers. Turkmenistan is a powerhouse, but its future depends on breaking out of its geographic constraints. 7th is China, more famous for its gas consumption, but with significant reserves of its own. China's domestic gas fields are tough to tap, but the government is investing heavily to boost production and reduce import dependence. Energy security is the driving force as China seeks to control its own destiny and cut reliance on foreign suppliers. Natural gas is also key to China's environmental push, replacing coal to fight pollution. China is the world's largest gas importer and a major producer, setting the pace for global demand. Every policy shift in Beijing sends ripples through the energy world. China isn't just a player, it's often the one setting the rules. Its energy choices shape the global market. 8th is the UAE, a Middle Eastern energy hub with big gas ambitions. Historically, it's gas-powered domestic growth, but the UAE has long exported LNG from its Das Island facility. Now it's ramping up production, developing unconventional resources like the Jebel Ali project, and aiming for self-sufficiency. The UAE balances gas expansion with investments in renewables and nuclear, positioning itself as a lower-carbon supplier. Its strategy bridges today's energy needs while preparing for tomorrow. The UAE is a stable, forward-looking player in a volatile region. It's expanding its role as a key energy partner. The future looks bright for this strategic gas player. 9th is Nigeria, Africa's gas giant with huge reserves in the Niger Delta. For years, much of its gas was wasted, flared off due to lack of infrastructure. The Nigeria LNG plant turned that around, exporting gas to Europe and Asia. But challenges remain. Pipeline security, investment, and regulatory hurdles slow progress. Nigeria's potential is massive. If it can overcome these obstacles, it could fuel both its own growth and global markets. Ambitious projects like the Trans-Saharan Pipeline are on the table, but stability is key. Nigeria is a sleeping giant, waiting for the right moment. The world is watching for it to awaken. 10th is Venezuela, with huge gas reserves alongside the world's largest oil deposits. On paper, it should be an energy superpower, but years of mismanagement, instability, and sanctions have crippled its industry. Infrastructure has crumbled, and production has collapsed, leaving vast resources untapped. Ambitious plans for exports are shelved. Even domestic supply is unreliable. Venezuela's story is a cautionary tale. Reserves alone aren't enough. Without stability, investment, and good governance, resources stay locked underground. The opportunity cost is enormous. Venezuela's gas wealth remains a lost promise, at least for now. That's the world's top natural gas reserve holders, each shaping the global energy game in unique ways. The future is uncertain. Decarbonization is rising, but energy demand isn't slowing down. Natural gas sits at the crossroads, cleaner than coal, but still a fossil fuel. The countries that innovate and adapt will shape the next era of energy. Who will dominate the gas game next? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit like and subscribe for more. Until next time, stay energized.